So this video is going to be an interesting one. We're headed to two sleeper islands here in Thailand called Koh Yayoi and Koh Yao Noi. Why exactly am I calling them sleeper islands? It's because we feel like they don't get much mention when people talk about where to go and what to do in southern Thailand.
Which is surprising because it's nestled in the Bay Area between Phuket and Krabi.
So today we're going to go there and we're going to show you exactly how to get there and what to do while we're there.
That'll pick you up from your hotel, bring you to a boat, which will then bring you to Koh Yao Noi. But that will run you upwards 600 baht or more per person. The way that we decided to go is by Songthaew to another Songthaew to a pier, then to the island. So from Krabi town, you're going to want to take a Songthaew to the bus station.
That'll run you about 20 baht.
From there, you're going to get into a super-sized Songthaew, and it's in a very specific location. The Songthaews from the Krabi station leave every hour or so plan accordingly.
Trip time for that is approximately 45 minutes to an hour, and the ticket costs are between 60 and 100 baht, depending on how much the driver wants to make from you on that particular day.
Once you get to the pier, there are two different ways to get to the islands. There's either a speedboat or a longtail boat.
They leave almost on the hour, every hour, so just check the timetable before you go. If you're going to Koh Yayoi, expect to pay 200 for the longtail boat and 300 for a speedboat. And if you're going to Koh Yao Noi, expect to pay 150 for the longtail boat and 200 for the speedboat. You can bring a motorbike with you. I believe that they only transport them on the longtail boats, and that is an additional 300 baht charge. Because of the timing when we arrived, the longtail boat wasn't going to leave for an additional 2 hours, so we opted for the speedboat for an extra 50 baht per person.
Not bad. If you're wondering which island to head to first, we personally chose Koh Yao Noi simply because it is a little bit more developed, there's a few more options.
And it's closer and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get off the pier, there's gonna be people standing around. Some of them rent motorbikes. Seems like the average going rate is about 200 per day. But of course, the more days you stay, the more the price comes down. So we negotiated a 5-day deal for 160 baht per day. 800 total for the 5 days that we'll be here.
Danny is the guy that you want to see when you arrive at the pier. He's a one-stop shop, he rents motorbikes, he does boat tours. His English is fantastic, and he will give you a good deal. And bonus points, he's a local, he grew up here, he's from here, so he has the inside scoop on where to go, what beaches to see, and where to eat. If you're wondering how to get all of your bags on a motorbike from the pier, it's actually not that difficult. We've done it several times. So let me paint the picture for you. It's a very small island with a small town vibe. They got their first 7-Eleven in 2018, and aside from that, there's a few shops, some restaurants, and a market. After you get your motorbike, you're gonna need to get settled in your hotel. We are staying at a place called Jinjami Bungalows. It's a cute little setup with a beautiful garden, and there's multiple bungalows here. It's very simple. It's a fan room, which is actually pretty okay at night. You don't really need the AC. So today, we're on a mission to explore the island and see everything that it has to offer. The island's broken up into multiple different sections.
The east side is where you'll find the more popular beaches. The west side also has beaches, but they're a little bit covered in mangroves, so they're harder to access. And the center part of the island is more focused on agriculture, and that's where you'll find your rice terraces, rubber tree plantations, and palm tree plantations. And the north is a national park with also a nice beach.
So our first stop, we're gonna head to one of the more popular beaches here called Pasai Beach. huge perk to this island is that there are two small islands. They're both called Koh Yayoi, and you can kayak to one, and then another one you can actually walk out to via a sandbar. Inevitably drive through when you're going around the island are rubber tree plantations.
If you've ever wondered how rubber is sourced, here it is, this tree. The process of collecting the rubber is rather simple. So the workers will go out in the morning and tap the tree, score the side of it, which allows for the milk or the sap or latex to drip down into these little baskets. And it goes into a pure liquid form, but then from there it coagulates into what we know is the first form of rubber. That rubber is then separated to the side until collection time comes, and once collection time comes, it gets sent off to bigger factories where it's further processed into items that are more commonly used in our everyday lives, like rubber bands, rubber boots, car tires, things like that. Fun fact, these trees are actually native to Brazil, and at one point seeds were smuggled out of Brazil, and now Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia produce about a little bit more than 70% of the Earth's rubber.
Something to note when going through the national park to get to some of the beaches. The roads are underdeveloped, so they're a little bit rocky, and even if you're an experienced motorbike rider, it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge.
These are really not suited for beginner riders, so if you can, try to take a 4x4 vehicle to come up here, but if you are gonna push it and rent a motorbike and come, just use your best judgment and go slow. So this is it. This is one of the final beaches on the north frontier of Koh Yao Noi, and there's a few different ways of getting here. We came by bike, as you know, but you can also come by kayak or boat. Those seem to be the best two options to get here. There's really not much happening on this beach, so don't think of it as your pristine sand, gorgeous beach area, although they do have the limestone mountains similar to Rayleigh to back it up, and you're kind of closed in. So scenically, it is gorgeous, but there's nothing really out here.
Just a little warning, before you come out here, do bring everything that you need, such as water, sunscreen, food, anything that you can think of, because there is nowhere to purchase it out here. And you're gonna wanna fill up on gas too, because there's very few gas stations once you come into the national park.
And one thing's for certain, you will not find another soul out here, most likely. Except for those guys in the kayak.
Also located within the national park is a beach called Long Beach. It's extremely long, the waters are calm, and you have a beautiful view of all of the islands that basically make up the national park. The roads are definitely a little bit easier to get to this one, and it is a different road that you have to come down in order to get here.
Aim to come here between mid and low tide, because if you do come during high tide, there might not be a beach. As you can probably see from behind us, we're here during low tide and there's tons of beach and sand to walk around on. but it is a little bit rocky. So flip-flops are a must, water shoes if you have them. So right next to Long Beach is a beach called Koh Yao, and in my personal opinion, I think it's actually a little bit prettier. The sand's a little bit softer and the beach is much wider. But honestly, every beach here has different characteristics. So the most important thing you want to check is, are you going to a beach that's going to be better in high tide or low tide? The entire island's about 90% Thai Muslim. So while you won't find much alcohol on the island, you will find some amazing food. We're gonna show you exactly where to get it.
We've been coming here every single day that we've been on the island. There's a really great food stall located at the beginning of the fresh market. It's run by a family and the dishes range anywhere from 30 to 50 baht. Nothing fancy, the food is simple and delicious.
Another solid spot for dinner is Roti Restaurant. Husband and wife Aisha and Usman run this place with their daughter Fadia. They're constantly working on the grill, and the best part is they treat you like family. The food's amazing. You have to come here when you're on the island.
Koh Yayoi, which is the larger island that sits south of this one. But there was something that really captivated us about Yao Noi. What I would recommend is heading over to Koh Yayoi for a day trip, renting a motorbike, and exploring the island. We heard a lot of the beaches are very similar to this island, but it's even more rustic and more laid back.
This is one of those places where when we were researching Thailand for the first time, we thought it would be like this. Very serene, calm, clean, almost like a pristine jungle mixed with resorts, from lower end budget resorts to high end accommodations. But a lot of places, especially the popular ones in Thailand, are very hustle and bustle. So you won't really get that relaxed feel until you come to islands like this. We came here expecting to only spend about 4 days, and we just haven't left. There's something on the island that just kind of grabs you when you're here. All the locals are extremely friendly. There's a little bit of something for everybody here, so if you're younger or if you're older, if you're honeymooning, a couple, if you're looking for relaxation, or if you just want to kind of grab a bike and go rogue and explore the entire island. We didn't know much about it before we got here, but we're extremely grateful that we came to check it out, and so should you. Jennifer, what did you just call that starfish?
I said, what a weird fish.
Why would it be considered a fish, Jen? Not just because it has fish in its name doesn't mean it's a fish. A jellyfish is not a fish. Okay, Jen?
You know that.
Don't even start.
Did you know that?
Don't even start.
Did you know that pineapples are a type of apple that grows on pine trees?
Yeah, we're done here. You got a booger, let me get it. Ribbed, Jen. All this beach is ribbed for her pleasure.
That's right.
What's wrong, Raphael?
Balance. Equilibrium.
Do you need help?
Yeah, push it from actually don't.